Okay, everyone, hi. We just had a lovely discussion about angels in the house and calling them in. So we're going to call them in more deeply for this transmission today. And so if you're new to these, they're very multifaceted, and I've got a topic today that will expand. We're going to be working. So today there's an offering in this Thursday call to receive like a reprogramming of certain kinds of energy that you might be having. And I think it's perfect. We were just speaking earlier about bringing angels into our presence and asking for them to be here. And so you might already be feeling that. I'm going to do that even more in a bigger way right now. We just ask the angels, we ask Mother, Father, God, we ask our personal guides, all these beings that love us so much and who we love, to please join with us in this ceremonial heart-to-heart connection. And let's just create this field of expansion with our hearts, imagining seeing your own emerald green, prismatic heart energy expand and touch everyone in this circle and expand out into the room where you are and expand out beyond your house or your apartment or wherever you are and expand out into the infinity light of God, of creation that we're in. And let's just sit in that energy with angelic muses and guides guiding our way. Today, what I'm leading in is a clearing of old energies, whatever there might be lingering. And I used to do this a lot, and then this is something that just was brought through today. So if you would like to receive an adjudication of energy right now, simply say yes to your own heart and your own guides. This is an offering. It's an invitation to open and expand and kind of clean out, dust out some cabinets, as they say, for us to have more of this light. And so we'll do the clearing and then we'll come back into this expanded state. But what they want to do is work in your Akashic records and in your energy to pull away any lingering, any old energy and places where you have ever taken a vow. So vows come in lots of different forms. Sometimes they come in a form like in this lifetime, if we've said, oh my gosh, I swear I will never do this again. That's a form of a vow. But a lot of times in other realities, in other lifetimes, there have been agreements that have been made as sometimes like contracts. For instance, contracts, a lot of people who experience lifetimes as priests or nuns took vows of celibacy or silence or almost like self-persecution in a way, saying they will not ascend until they're deemed fully perfect, all that kind of thing. So there's a lot of different vows, and I'm just going to let the guides guide you and guide us in just ameliorating anything that is in the field of consciousness, just to help you expand even more. So out with the old, in with the gold is what this one is about. So if you would like this energy attunement and alignment, again, simply say yes to it. You might already be feeling the energy of the archangels holding us, and Ariel and Raziel and Michael, Michael and Gabriel, and many others, Melchizedek. So we are just really beautifully held by this order of light beings. And the reason they want to do this today is to help adjudicate some of the old stagnant energies, especially from the collective, that are jaggy, they're saying jaggy like this, so that you can leave this transmission more peaceful and uplifted and more in homeostasis within yourself. So some of this will be energy that's just of the collective. Whew. So with that, I'm going to do a little light language. Kani bari awatia atia 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 atia. See above us, above you, a spiral of pure source white light coming down, like the Reiki symbol Choku Rei, which means place the power of the universe here. And that is your source connection. Allow your source connection to connect right into your heart, coming into your heart and lighting you up. It's almost like you're at a gas station getting filled up into your tank of your source light. Ka aniba aria awika karia. Source connection activated. And with that, allow yourself to just kind of move into a place of alignment, of homeostasis while we adjust. So I've been experiencing these kinds of energy shifts very differently myself and in the work that we're doing, realizing that we are all just energy and energy can move and it's totally mutable and malleable. And so that source connection is designed here today to help you expand and feel more expanded and more just lighter. And imagine all the pixels or all the atoms of your being kind of freeing up, getting looser as you expand. You might even pair this with some very deep belly breaths if you like. And well, we're not formally going into your Akashic records today. This will be from the place of your own sovereign state and your own decisions and your own records. I'm very, very careful to say that always now. We're facilitating yourself, your heart, your being to expand and receive. And aniwa aria kia. So this beautiful source light then fills the container that we're in. And I'm seeing us as a beautiful circle of beings who've come together, and it's going around you, around us. And that lightness is just creating an opening for your DNA, your cells, your body, first of all, to start to receive a beautiful light bath that's harmonizing you, source light bath. But that might be all you need today. But if there's any very specific lingering beliefs, this is going to come in the form of old limiting beliefs. You might start to feel this in the throat chakra. They just want to help you unplug down your central energy field through your throat, through your being, also in your mind, in your conscious and subconscious mind. Places where you have deemed yourself unworthy and taken vows, any kind of vow that is ready to release. So these are going to be multifaceted and multidimensional, but it's a very clear clearing and recalibrating of any time you've decreed you're going to do something for the sake of something else, and that the time is done for that, basically. So we're not even judging those lifetimes or those times, but any vows that where you said, I'm going to live in poverty, or I'm going to live in silence, or I'm not going to ever do this, I'm not going to ever do that. That's getting released through your multidimensional self, through your cells, through your DNA. All of us, is what I'm seeing, have like a lot of structural DNA that had contained a lot of those old beliefs. And those old beliefs are what people like us are surfacing and releasing. energetically in these ways. Other people are doing it other ways, but it's very like a comprehensive rewriting. And so just notice what's going on in any place in your body, any place in your chakra system. And we're just going to ask that if you happen to need any awareness as a result of this, that you see it or you experience it. So imagine in front of you a screen, like a movie screen, and whether you see it or feel it or know it, your team or the lords of the records, the guides working with us will show you anything relevant that you need to know, that you might need to understand, basically. There might be nothing. Maybe it's just a deep understanding that this is for the highest and best. Whew. This kind of reprogramming is what I'm sensing as there's a quickening of doing it in this way, kind of in the cosmos. That's you realizing you can lighten up your light and make some decisions and make some transformative shifts within you and in your energy. It's all energy. So right now there's a kind of a pulling out from the throat of especially collective energy that has been in the fiber of humanity. This is kind of a big one. It's been in the fiber of all of humanity for a long time, and it's getting released from your system, from all of our systems. I'm seeing yellow light, and by and large, all of this is here for you to own more of your sovereignty completely, your completeness, your ownership over yourself, that you're your own guide, you're your own mentor, you're your own really aspect of God. So the yellow light, there's also an adjustment to the solar plexus chakra. Having had this energy to help you release all cases of kind of like subordinates or submission, or decisions where you forsake something in order to gain something else, that sometimes that's a healthy and fine. This would be lingering energy of where that was compromising you, where you compromised yourself for the sake of something or someone else in the form of a vow of allegiance to something. It's pretty big. I'm seeing like all kinds of examples this could be, and we can talk about that later. But pulling out, releasing that. So that's going to continue, but now we're going to focus on the reinstating of sovereignty, the reinstating or deepening, rather, expanding of sovereignty and your inherent holy nature, because none of that was wrong. It's just that sometimes there's lingering energy that creates the illusion of separation, and we're repairing that in the field right now. And our Blessed Mother Mary is here, and her light, she's showing her gentle hand beaming on those parts of your physical body that might be in need of some restoration, either as a result of this clearing or as a result of any kind of healing or up leveling or replenishing that you might need. So wow, that's a beautiful Beautiful, beautiful gift. She's just bestowing. It's like a gift of grace. Have some healing light. You'll notice where that's going, wherever relevant. Pure source light from the hand of the mother, the heart of the mother. And as we were speaking before this, we were talking about calling on our angels, which we've done. And sometimes it's hard or more difficult to know that they're with us, but they're always with us. In this case, they really want to emphasize the impact of you showing up for this and receiving and letting yourself be in their midst. For they have many, many, many dreamlike messages they would like to share with you. So with that, we're going to have a few minutes just of meditative silence with them, and I'll probably mute my video so that you can like receive and communicate in this open space, or understand, or simply call in more peace, whatever feels like you need. It's like an energy bath, and I'm just gonna be silent for a few moments while you interact in your field of oneness with these blessed, blessed beings. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Mother Mary. And just let yourself receive any messages and all these energies. Now, once again, the message is harmonization. All of your chakras are being aligned with the infinite light of Mother Earth to help stabilize you as this beautiful being firmly grounded on the earth. And I'm seeing every single chakra get like tweaked by the guides. They look like gemstones, the color of the rainbow from, well, first your grounding chakra underneath your feet, which I always see as a beautiful amber, kind of light, soft amber lit up color, grounding you from your ethereal grounding cord down into the earth. And then all this other source light comes in because you're getting stabilized and firmly grounded. And there is a reprogramming going on. So there's literally adjustments to the red root chakra. Visualize them. I'm just seeing them lit up like the most gorgeous gemstones. So the root, and then the orange sacral, whatever healing light can be moving through your body at this time from each of these energy centers is also working. So you'll be getting whatever you need, no matter what that is. So the orange filling the pelvis and the hips, your creative center. Ooh, and then the solar plexus, bright, bright yellow, lemony yellow, where you and God are one. Your God self is known fully. Your own God's will be done. And then your emerald green heart center, getting a beautiful zhuzh. And especially at the back of the heart, Yeshua is also with us, and Mary Magdalene. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And the back of the heart, the energy, it's just the energy of Yeshua is helping just to kind of pacify and open or unlock the back of the heart for receiving. The back, all along the back for receiving. And that's going to continue while the throat is realigned, recenter, this really deep, beautiful purple. And if there's one kind of message to walk away with, it's that I am my own truth, and I am my own guide. I am my own sovereign light, and I release constructs that were formed before this time. I simply release myself from them. Could be religious codes, it could be marital vows, it could be contractual, anything, especially this is now from this lifetime. Because I'm the one sovereign, for me, connected to my own heart and source, and the oneness, connected with all. So this is actually, I'm going to say what they're showing me, that literal contracts from this lifetime. People don't always realize that, like when you make a marriage contract or other big contracts, they do have an energy. And sometimes that energy is not always released when the contract is done, even legally. Sometimes there's a holding. So there's just a real big clearing away of that, like actual contracts that have been created in the past that are just over. They just don't want you to be held down by anything. They want you to soar like a hot air balloon, they say. I am my own leader. I am my own sovereign one. And I really, the notion is I bow to no one. I shine for everyone if I want, but I don't bow in subservience to anyone anymore. That's like the energy of this. So that's adjusting in the throat, and then the third eye is just going to get some beautiful white light. We did a big third eye adjustment last week. And then the crown, visualizing at the top of your head this gorgeous white sparkly lotus open crown. So this has been a pretty big alignment exercise for us, and especially based on the timeline where we're in. There's so much changing with energy, with summertime, slowly moving to fall, lots of things going on this planet. So they're saying it's timely for, in many respects, to have had this release, but also then for a deeper grounding, because they really want you to be moving in your life in assuredness and in grounded belief in yourself and in the divine and in the magic and in each other. But they're asking to kind of lift yourselves continuously in your vibrations and your perspective, because as we were talking before, when you can, you can really prosper in the notions of the magic that there really is when you're clear and clean in vibration and when your head is clear. So this kind of energy maintenance is brought to you from the earth, from the archangels, and they're saying it's our pleasure to be with you always, and always know that you can call on us, and that you know, when you're feeling wobbly, sometimes it's not so easy to become grounded on your own. So come back to this recording, for instance, if this feels good to you, because the best gift is to give yourself stability, to be free, especially in your expression and in your thinking and your mind. So with that, we just want you to go forward with some creative joy. Oh, and let's just say, as we end this, what do you want to create now? What do you want to create next? Maybe that's today, maybe that's over the next months. What do you want to co-create with us? What do you want to co-create with each other? What really lights up for you to create? Because it is a time of creation and expansion. And let's have more of that. So maybe we'll have discussion about that now. What do you want to create? And what do you need? Or what are you calling in to create that? Could be anything. It could be the most delicious dinner, or it could be a new business, or it could be a new relationship. What do you want to create? And don't forget to ask us in. Don't forget to commune with us. Don't forget to open to some magic, because the time for that has always been, but it is here more and more and more, the more we communally do this kind of work. So thank you for being here, and thank you to the angels. And we're just going to sit in this bath of love, keeping our emerald hearts open for a while as we have a discussion. Whew.